So as we discussed the other day, 3 of the top fascism experts have now fled the United States. How's that for a warning? How's that for a red flag? They have these experts that are going, yep, I see where this is going. I'm out. Yikes. Well, there's also another issue that we have to discuss, which is, I mean, this stuff is really apocalyptic at this point, what we're talking about here. Trump is just intent on like destroying the economy with his tariffs and all of his economic policies. The market is imploding. He wants to effectively raise taxes on the bottom 90% of Americans with these tariffs. I mean, people are being squeezed. The wages aren't going up, and you're going to raise their taxes. Like, this country is just going to snap. It's just going to fall apart. And another great example of that is, take a look at this. This is from Nature magazine. 75% of U.S. scientists who answered Nature poll consider leaving the United States. 75% of our scientists are going, I think I'm going to go. Now, why? Why would they say it? It's very simple. Elon Musk is taking a fucking hatchet to all of our science funding. The NIH had a massive cut. They slashed pediatric cancer research. They slashed a 30-year study into, I forget if it was diabetes. It was some illness. There was a 30-year study. They just killed it. They killed it. So they're $250 million to this university and millions more to this university. They're just slashing everything. They're just cutting it all. And so, well, guess what? All of the research and development for the drugs of the future, the medicine of the future, this is how you make them, right? Public sector investment does the research and development, and then unfortunately the way it works in this country is private industry, big pharma will swoop in and buy up the rights to the medicine and then price gouge you on the back end and sell it, right? So we need to fix that. Big pharma's that's got to be cut out of the equation. I would nationalize big pharma. That shouldn't be for profit. Medicine shouldn't be for profit. But like, we're not going to develop any new drugs, any new medicine, because they're killing our entire research industry, our entire thing. More than 1,600 readers answered our poll. Many said they were looking for jobs in Europe and Canada. Jesus Christ. The massive changes in U.S. research brought about by the new administration of President Donald Trump are causing many scientists in the country to rethink their lives and careers. More than 1,200 scientists who responded to a Nature poll, 3/4 of the total respondents, are considering leaving the United States following the disruptions prompted by Trump. Europe and Canada were among the top choices for relocation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call brain drain. That's what this is. His policies are so authoritarian, so fascistic, so anarcho-capitalist that regular people can't make it here, right? And the idea, because of course what they would say in response to this, what people like Elon and Trump would say is, the private market will make up for this gap. No, it won't. No, it won't. They won't do it. Because when you're talking about investing into research for medicines of the future, nobody knows when you're going to get an ROI, return on investment. Nobody knows. It could be a year. It could be 10 years. It could be 3 decades. You don't know. You're effectively, medical research is just good in and of itself, right? Sometimes you get stuff that comes out of it, sometimes you don't, but you have to invest in it. And of course, in capitalism with profit motive, investors are going to look at it and go, when am I going to get my money back? And what's my return on investment going to be, right? And the answer is going to be, I don't fucking know. This is science. It takes a while. This is difficult stuff that we're doing here, right? So the idea that private industry will come in is just, that's fucking mental. It's 100% not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. The trend was particularly pronounced among early career researchers, so the young scientists. Of the 690 postgraduate researchers who responded, 548 were considering leaving. 255 of 340 PhD students said the same. Trump's administration has slashed research funding and halted broad swaths of federally funded science under government-wide cost-cutting initiative led by billionaire Elon Musk. Tens of thousands of federal employees, including many scientists, have been fired and rehired following a court order, with threats of more mass firings to come. Immigration crackdowns and battles over academic freedom have left researchers reeling as uncertainty and disruption permeate all aspects of the U.S. research enterprise. Nature asked readers whether these changes were causing them to consider leaving the United States. Respondents were solicited earlier this month on the journal's website, on social media, and in the Nature Briefing email newsletter. Roughly 1,650 people completed the survey. Many respondents were looking to move to countries where they already had collaborators, friends, family, or familiarity with the language. Anywhere that supports science, wrote one respondent. Some who had moved to the United States for work plan to return to their country of origin. But many more scientists had not planned on relocating until Trump began gutting, funding, and firing researchers. Quote, "This is my home. I really love my country," says a graduate student at the top U.S. university who works in plant genomics, and agriculture. But a lot of my mentors have been telling me to get out right now. This is a tragedy. Despite all of our flaws, one of the things that we had, we did phenomenally well here is research and development in science. We led the world. Now, it looks like we're going to absolutely plummet. We're going to tank. And I think China's going to take the lead position. Europe might get a boom as a result of this because a lot of people are going to flee there. Canada, same thing, although Canada's not exactly safe because Trump is threatening them. But this country is just falling apart. I don't know what to tell you. I've never seen such a dramatic and rapid fall as I've seen here. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've had horrible decision makers for a long time, right? But this is next level. This is psychotic. Like, the way Trump is acting, I don't know what he would be doing differently if he was a paid foreign agent to destroy this country. That's how disastrous the decisions are. It's like, I don't know if you are a foreign agent or not, but you might as well be based on the decisions because you are just tanking every aspect of this country. Ripping up the Constitution, ripping up the First Amendment, no more due process, no more habeas corpus, illegally deporting people, sending innocent people to an El Salvador slave labor camp, destroying the economy, putting tariffs on, taking tariffs off, putting tariffs on, taking tariffs off, putting tariffs on, destroying the stock market at the same time, slashing hundreds of thousands of government jobs, destroying the social safety net, warmongering with 8 or 9 different countries. Like, there are consequences to this, guys. If you are in a foreign country or you're the government of a foreign country, why the fuck would you ever want to be friends with the United States or be allies with the United States or be dependent on the United States? You would have to be mental to think that. Mental. There's zero consistency. There's zero certainty and reliability. We're not good for our word. We make insane changes on a whim, right? Like, the American generation is over, bro. It's over. And at this point, I don't even see a counter argument to it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.